Hey everybody, welcome back to the Naked and Afraid run. So it's now the end of the next day. We looted the dam, did a bunch of stuff in there, had another blizzard. So I actually ran out here in a blizzard. So I mean, if we look at this now, 6 days survived, 5 blizzards. Let's start the run with no clothes. That's cool. But we slept for 10 hours on a full stomach and got back a little bit more health than we had. Now, I don't know if the wolf is doing anything, but yeah. So we put like one deer skin and 2 guts in the dam. Didn't find much in the dam apart from a crowbar and maybe a moldy granola bar or something. That was really it. There was some other clothes lying around, but they weren't going to do us much good. I'm trying to figure out if this is the time when we go down and get that flare gun. And also get an extra deer. One more deer. That'll give us the shoes and the pants. Put that away. Not going to need that. Now, I'm a little bit paranoid about getting stuck down the bottom of that spot, and without the clothes on, I think it's going to be super cold. Super cold in the cave down there. See another. I didn't see another something. So I think I need to go down whilst rested, so I don't have to stay down there as long. And, you know, there's a stim down there, and I'll use it to get back out if I have to. But it'd be good if I can have a short fire. And a bit of a rest and race back up. I don't have any coffee, so there's no chance of being able to do that. Just going to dump so much stuff in this cave. So okay, here's the deer. I think I'll try and get that on the way back. I'll get an extra night of curing though, so yeah, maybe. Hang on. I'll get into the back of this cave and see if I get a bit warm and have a think. Maybe it's worthwhile getting the warm back here, and we will not be right, so we don't need to take the hammer to the bottom. We don't need a crowbar at the bottom. I might not even take the pot. I might just take a can. Hacksaw possibly. Way too many torches. There's nothing I can use a whetstone for down there. We drop all the books. Oh, you researching here? Research now. Yeah. It's going to drop all the books. So that would get us fairly light. We definitely need to drop all those birch we just picked up. And there's no point. Probably didn't even need to bring it even into the ravine. I just kind of took off. To be honest, like, apart from tearing torches down for fuel, I can't say that we need that many down there. Probably not going to do any repairing down there. You know, I'd almost leave that lantern behind, except that it can help you out of a bit of a pickle. I'm wary about not having enough fuel, so I don't really want to preference leaving that behind. So we'll be down under 20 kilos. Well, I think I will. You can easily get a fire. We just need enough fuel, so there's no point taking that. To be honest, I don't even think taking the hacksaw is really... I think there's a small limb down there. For that trapped, I'll just use the stim and come back. I just want to have as much stamina as possible.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
So about this deer, do I just light the fire now, get that hide, or get it on the way back? I think I'm just going to get it on the way back. It'll set me back a half day probably on the curing time, but yeah, I'll just have to lump that. Birch bark though. Now light and they will be by the time I finish tearing them up, and I can use those to get warm. There's the other deer over here as well. Again, I'll think about that on the way out. Send me that piece of birch. I'll just get down here and... Doesn't really matter about being out of the wind, it's just as bad already. The nearest is sort of being worked on. Alright, nothing else we want to drop? Okay, we're 17 kilos, that's pretty light. Alright, power down there. Okay. Alrighty. We'll just grab these on the way. Okay, so... And I am tempted... I'm half tempted to, don't forget the stem.
Excellent.
I'll just burn that in a minute. I'm tempted to think about trying to get a bear coat on the go sooner rather than later. If I can get that, if I can get 2 bears with the flare gun, curing while I'm off doing a bunch of other things, like that would be like a really good head start on the naked challenge. Alright. coming in this cave to set a fire, warm up. Probably not even going to muck around too much with rabbits and stuff. There's another deer down here as well. Don't think I want to get stuck down here trying to get that deer, but I do want some extra cattails. Is going to want to probably blizzard me in here.
It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Okay, so -3, so our bedroll's only going to add a tiny bit on top of that. So definitely a fire. Nice hot fire. Definitely not with those. With the book, not with the accelerant unless we get desperate. But yeah, between the two deers up top, I don't think I'm in a stupid hurry to get the one that's down here. So what I'm hoping is that we've had our share of bad fire starts, had our share of blizzards for the start, and we get a little bit of a nice run at it for a few days.
Come on.
Okay. Just throw that down. Got plenty of water. Not sure I'll even bother too much, but I'll definitely drop down one of those. Definitely going to make up a couple of these. Probably just if we cook one there. That's right, I only bought the one can. All good. I think I had another one already made up. No. One or two of these though, just for the moment. Just to stop me losing too much condition. Around 43 on that. Add a piece of coal. Drink that all the way down. It's 2 hours and 35. Chance sleeping for 3 hours. And okay, just gonna drink that. Drink it all the way. Right, let's
All I can think about
get
is
out of here.
food.
Hey, beautiful aurora night. Just because we're never coming back, just grab what's easy to grab. Jesus, a couple more cattails over here. Alright. Okay, I'll grab a couple of sticks. We should be still pretty light, 17 kilos, so... Probably still need to have a nice hot fire in the next cave, so... See if I can get a nice, interesting photo, hey? That one's probably better. Might use it as the thumbnail of the episode, if I remember. So I often take these snapshots and then don't ever remember to do anything about it. Maybe try and get a bit of the train car in it, hey? Alright, so we should be fine to make this climb. Alright. It's another nice view. Oh, apparently we've got a sprain risk on this thing. Just standing on that little edge there, that would be... Oh man, imagine if you didn't have painkillers and you sprained your ankle standing on that, and then you couldn't climb the rest of the way up. That would suck. I probably didn't really let my grip get all the way back up to the top. But it's no matter, we'll make it fine. He's going to be melodramatic about it, but, you know. So we do still have, we have this deer here, but I think the other ones may be likely to be a bit more sheltered. It is clear. I'll probably get this one and the other one. Can I get out of the wind anywhere? Is anywhere out of the wind? This side is kind of out of the wind, but it's the wrong side. It means this side should be out of the wind. Doesn't mean the fire will be there though, but give it a shot.
So hungry.
I'm actually going to chuck on quite a bunch of those and the reclaimed. Not sure if that's going to still be warm enough.
Can't feel my feet.
Just going to cook the other birch bark. I'm also going to drop one of the teas. Still -4. Right, so we'll add that piece of fur. Should get us nice and hot. Maybe not quite so much when we're there. Oh, I didn't bring the hacksaw. Okay. That was what I forgot. How frozen are you? 86%. Should probably go get that hacksaw, is probably the smart choice. That was silly of me. If it blows my fire out now, I'll be most upset. There's all my fuel, well not all of it, but a fair chunk. I don't really want to be sprinting so much, but there's my hacksaw. I was a little bit worried for a second. I couldn't spot it, even though it was right in front of me.
Can't feel my hands.
So yeah, by the time I get back, it's probably going to be as defrosted as I need it to be, but still faster to have the hacksaw for certain things, so see how that works out.
Weak.
Right. Throw that away. Gorgeous. Okay. So now we're back here in front of this. 3 degrees of warmth, and we're super cold, so kinda need that to be a bit warmer while we do random things like this. So I'll grab a kilo. Also just make up a bit of water. How much do we have? 2.6. So that'll take about half an hour. That'll take 54 minutes. So now we can get that. So this will time okay, I think. As long as we don't get blown. Here comes the wind, but we got the hide, so that's something. 11 minutes on that. We'll just see if we can convince it to let us have it. Hovering temperature-wise. Wow, it wasn't even close enough to the damn fire. Fine. Have it your way. Okay. So can we get a guts?
I think I need to lay down.
An hour? No. So how big was that bit? Yeah, did I did have a piece. I just got the wrong. Alright. Look at you. Okay. Okay. Trying to make up some of this birch because we're not getting much rest and getting much healing, so just trying to balance that because we have to sleep half this next day again as well. So we're probably out of that we can prepare. We can prepare some other things. No, actually, I'm gonna drink that, keep that aside. Just want to be warm enough in that cave to maybe get a little bit of sleep. Oh, no. Now it got blown. Okay, cool. Any more feathers? There's 2 feathers. Alright. I don't think I can get back with a torch to save the match if I have to relight a fire, so I'm not going to bother too badly. Another piece of birch bark over here, so just in case I want to make up some more. I'd be completely exhausted and not be able to move fast at all.
Where can I find something to eat? I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here.
Okay, so we might need this to get ourselves a nice long sleep. Let's see how we go. So, just drop that, and the 2 guts. We are going to be -9 back here, so we are definitely going to need a fire. Good. Been good, but doesn't matter.
Come on.
Piece of cedar. Three liters of water, but I could drop my pot over here. That's where it is. Actually, I don't want to put that one on yet. I don't want to put even the water on yet because I want to do that just when I'm about to go to sleep for a couple of hours. Actually, we can. We just put the leader on and just quickly sleep for an hour, just to stop losing some condition, and then wake up, put some coal on, and get a bigger sleep. piece of that. So let's quickly sleep for an hour. Won't bother with any more water. I'm just actually gonna drink that though. I'm gonna sleep for 3 hours. I might chance 4. Hoping that it's warmer part of the day. Won't lose heat too quickly in the cave in the beanbag. Beanbag, not beanbag. Bedroll, sleeping bag. Now it's still damn cold though. We lost a little bit of heat, and it's blizzard conditions. But how are we off? 29.5. And we bought a lot of stuff in here. Before. Might again use the cover of a blizzard. Cover of a blizzard to race back. We don't need this deer, in theory.
Some place to escape this cold.
It's pretty much just a headwind, isn't it? Is it swirling? Where's it coming from?
Goddamn freezing. I could eat a horse.
Now, is that wind or a wolf noise? Sounded like a wolf, but it was probably the wind. There's a nervous little moment. This little bark noise that the wind makes sometimes. Okay. Sorry for the loud noises there. Okay, so. What is it? -3 in here. The bedroll only gives an extra 0.1, but it might have even got worn out a little bit more. So, 2 deer hides here. We've got 1 extra 1 at the camp office. Which gives us 3, and the 2 in trappers, which is all we need, I think. 3 for them, 2 for them. Now, whether or not we end up leaving this here and just bringing everything else back that's cured is probably maybe the way we do it, rather than try and traipse that all the way back. Now, we do need to probably just go and try and get into that trailer so we can get a good amount of sleep and wake up at night again. Ay, ay, ay. Shouldn't be any wolves. Yeah, we should be warmer in here than in the dam. Eat the rest of that. Drink a bit. Did we make up another? So we're out. We actually haven't made up another one of those teas now. Now, do I just? I might only sleep for 5 hours, just so we got potential a little bit of daylight left. I'm just trying to figure out how long. Trapper's Cavern was day 2. So we've had some of those hides curing since day 3. And I think deer takes 7 days to cure. Should have actually really looked at that properly. The rabbit takes 5 days to cure, so there should be a bunch of rabbit stuff cured at Trappers. At least enough to do. What piece of clothing did I say I was going to do first? I was going to do the hat first. So there was enough. There should be enough to do the hat, I would have thought. Sitting there at Trappers already. The mitts won't be because we didn't get those till Lake Overlook. Enough for those. So whatever we've got there we'll have to bring back. Deerskin boots. I'm going to say if they take 7 days, definitely a day before we got to camp offer. So let's stay here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Probably about a day away from the boots, and that's what I really want the boots before I try to go and make a dash for the forge. Now, just trying to remember where I left all my scrap metal. I should have left a note for that, but I think I left. Did I leave it in the camp office? Or did I leave it in the dam just then? Got 3 pieces. A few other things we can tear down. I think I probably left most of it in the camp office, so that's the gamble I'm going to make. So I've got all the other things here. Alright. It's late in the day. We've had a fair bit of rest. Get up and find out if we've got a friend. Just wondering if I heard a moose noise. I did hear a moose noise. I'm going to admit, I don't really know quite how far his range is, but I wanted to go that way to the left. It's walking away from me now. really had wanted to go that way. I mean, I probably can now, actually. It's being too silly. There's some cattails here for the homeward journey. Man, he keeps trying to cut me off. Can I scare him away with a rock? It's going to end badly for me. Let's get one of these out. Oh shit. Oh. Well, there we go. Not exactly what I wanted to do. I was trying to I'm going to light that fire in case I really needed to. I've wasted a match here, but I did want to spook him the other direction. Oh. No harm, no foul. Did have to waste a match though, so it's going to turn into an issue sooner rather than later.
My fingers feel numb.
I think I hear a wolf. Or a deer. Just really close. Like super close, just over this bit.
I could eat anything right now.
I see a deer down there. I was hoping there's not a wolf right near me here. There is. Is he wolfing for a... That's going to light it anyway. Okay, if he's wolfing for a rabbit, he woofed but didn't come to me. He took down a rabbit. Alright, so I've lit this for nothing.
Well,
But at least I know where he is. Right, so he's really on the far side over there. I don't think I'll check the blind.
Never felt so cold in my life.
Let's do this while I can't see the bloody icon stuff. That deer is pretty down game, unless he's one of those ones that's just completely frozen. But that wolf is going to come out of eating that rabbit and go straight for that deer, surely. Yeah, I knew I could definitely hear some foot padding around, and I was worried it was going to be a wolf, and it was. But I think it's a little bit of that case of where the game audio sounds a lot closer than it used to, and probably should be. I probably should go this way. So there's the bear. I feel like we should probably try and kill him with a flare gun. And I'm going to be the first to admit, I'm not super experienced at this. So this could go super pear-shaped super quickly. How are we off? I don't know if we got lots of fuel, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to really very easily... Kind of want somewhere warm to be able to do it, so like near this hut or whatever. Kind of wonder if I get in there and light the fire first, if I can. Oh jeez, I hope I can. don't want him to... He's barged into this one and taken Turkey out before. So I don't want to... We want to get in here and...
I could eat anything.
Start this up, just so we got some warmth to back into and things like that.
Come on. Fire's life out here.
Leader going there. We've got a bunch of torches. I think I'm just going to tear down a few of these so I can get some warmth on it before the coal can be added. How far off are we? Quite a bit. Not really much margin for error if this bear bites my face off. Wouldn't mind getting a little bit warm first. Add a piece of coal yet. One more minute. Let's just drink that. See a little bit. Now, do I want the coal though to maybe put a fire next to a bear? Have we definitely loaded this? Alright. Moment of truth. Hey buddy. Hey. Yeah, there's no guarantee he's going to die near this thing anyway, so... Alright. That's a weird noise. Come on. Alright. Come on. Come on, buddy. You're up. Probably should have waited till he was a little bit closer. Now I don't know if he got blood or not. He's definitely... Yeah, he's got blood. Okay. Now I've seen Kimiota do it, and he gets a lot closer. Tell you what, that stove's still not going to go for much longer. Probably should just go inside that hut. Oh, he's... Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to come out in the compression, but the bear is running around out there with a flare and scaring all the wolves. The flare bear. I'm actually just gonna... Did I reload this thing? No, I didn't. That could have been tragic. Pick that up. Looks like it's gonna take the torch out of here. I'm just gonna run to this place over here. Probably call at the end of the episode and try and do some warming up and stuff. Well, the bear did fair hightail it, so I'm gonna have no idea exactly where he's run off to. And in theory, that should kill the bear. And oh, he's coming wandering back. I do need to get in here because I'm going to get really cold. I've got enough food to be able to eat something. But I need to get some serious rest and condition recovery. The bear is wandering around out there looking not real good. So hopefully he's just sort of out there when we come back out. Now I've definitely got to go inside. Well, that's, I think, the first time I've tried to kill the bear deliberately with the flare gun, so it's -2 in here. What we'll do is we'll see one cattail, and actually I'm just going to pass time. This is a 6-degree bear. I'm just going to pass time in this one, just to warm up enough to stick my head outside. Oh, it's an aurora. I don't think this is going to do me any good doing this, but I just want to poke my head out.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Ooh, not quite dead aurora bear, right there. So he's still going. Alright. Hopefully being an aurora doesn't cure them or anything crazy like that. Go on to the wrong bit. Just gonna see if there's anything useful in here.
In a week.
Grab all those books. You might need that as fuel. Accelerant. Some crazy chocolate bar. Just hiding behind the chair. Okay, so we'll be tearing up some extra stuff in the morning when we're warm. But for now, I think what we're going to do is eat the beef jerky, a couple of cattails, just try and get full recovery. What does that give us to? 648, that's not enough. Two more. And then full amount of water. Try and sleep for, we'll do the 10. Just try and get as much condition as possible. Alright, so we'll sleep for 10 and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode.